It amazed me how quickly a lie loses its power in the face of truth. Understanding is a three-edged sword: your side, their side, and the truth. My happiness is not the means to any end. It is the end. It is its own goal. It is its own purpose. I know it's not easy for you, living this life, but try to remember, always try to remember, you're not the only one with troubles. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. I wish you all very good lives. Entertainment is temporary happiness, but the real happiness is permanent entertainment. If you can feel the future, then you are about to experience it. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you odd. Despite its dark veins, the transparency of dragonflies' wings assures me of a pure, innocent world. In order to move on, you must understand why you felt what you did and why you no longer need to feel it. Every impulse of feeling should be guided by reason, and, in my opinion, exertion should always be in proportion to what is required. Life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved. And I remembered something else that makes us human: faith, the only weapon in our arsenal to battle doubt. The good men of every age are those who go to the roots of the old thoughts and bear fruit with them. You know, there's no such thing as a complete lie. There's always some truth in there. Even if people do not understand you, at least they do not possess the same ability as your bizarre uniqueness. Seeing a miracle will inspire you, but knowing you are a miracle will change you. I knew I was alone in a way that no earthling has ever been before. Dining with the king, your attire, attitude, and mentality must change. Wisdom is being able to see the world for what it is, rather than what you want it to be. Patience is the only way you can endure the gray periods. No matter how high your status in life is, you are inferior to death. For this, be humble. It is hard work and great art to make life not so serious. My motto is that you can't always control what happens to you in life, but you can control your reaction. What one generation finds ridiculous, the next accepts, and the third shudders when it looks back on what the first did. A man is like a novel. Until the very last page, you don't know how it will end. Otherwise, it wouldn't even be worth reading. Whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, enthusiastically act upon will come to pass. Wisdom is the oneness of mind that guides and permeates all things. The elevator to success is out of order. You'll have to use the stairs one step at a time. It's one thing to think you're worthless, and quite another for somebody else to tell you that you are. An opinion should be the result of thought, not a substitute for it. If you have no confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. It is when those who are not strong enough have made some moderate amount of progress that they fail and give up. If you don't learn to laugh at life, it'll surely kill you, that I know. One morning you wake up with more life behind you than in front of you, not being able to understand how it's happened. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. Life will never conform to all of our desires. Ever. Successful people enjoy the journeys they embark on, irrespective of whether they reach their destination or not. Reason may be employed to support faith as well as to destroy it. If you want to triumph in life, you must persevere. As soon as a religion comes to dominate, it has as its opponents all those who would have been its first disciples. Hard work is only a prison sentence when you lack motivation. Be kind to one another, even when it's not requested. The Buddha taught complete honesty, with the extra instruction that everything a person says should be truthful and helpful. Treachery and violence are spears pointed at both ends. They wound those who resort to them worse than their enemies. Bringing joy to another lights 1,000 suns within. Great truths can only be forgotten and can never be falsified. The eye sees only what the mind is prepared to comprehend. Once the writer in every individual comes to life, we are in for an age of universal deafness and lack of understanding. It was not the feeling of completeness I so needed, but the feeling of not being empty. Create your best life with your consciously chosen thoughts, words, and actions. To burn always with this hard gem-like flame, to maintain this ecstasy, is success in life. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Don't change your mind just because people are offended. Change your mind if you're wrong. We are supposed to call poison medicine, and we wonder why we're always sick. The truth seems directed at you when in fact, it's blind. Peter Ojo. Behind every beautiful thing, there's some kind of pain. I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world. Every man should lose a battle in his youth, so he does not lose a war when he is old. When one experiences truth, the madness of finding fault with others disappears. Sometimes I can't figure out what to wear, and sometimes I have universe in my head. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any one thing. If you're affected by peer pressure, you're literally not being yourself. The soul should always stand ajar, ready to welcome the ecstatic experience. It's time to start living the life you've imagined. Fairy tales are more than true, not because they tell us that dragons exist, but because they tell us that dragons can be beaten. I never trust frank and simple people whose stories hold together. Gamitin ang puso para alagaan ang tong malapit sayo. Gamitin ang utak para alagaan ang sarili mo. Learn as much as you can. Love as much as you should. That's how I know they are dreams. Because the simple and plain and everyday things are the ones that we can never have. Occasionally he stumbled over the truth, but hastily picked himself up and hurried on as if nothing had happened. Half of seeming clever is keeping your mouth shut at the right times. Don't be pressured by the society, because no matter what you do, you won't be perfect. Why not just be yourself? Thank people who help you because they make you happy. Thank people who don't help you because they make you strong. If it's going to be a world with no time for sentiment, it's not a world that I want to live in. Believe in sudden shifts in life. You never know what is coming for you. Every man's life ends the same way. It is only the details of how he lived and how he died that distinguish one man from another. Don't tell me about your God with your words. Show me about your God with your actions. If an apology is followed by an excuse or a reason, it means they are going to commit same mistake again they just apologized for. Flow is the best of what happens when potential is activated by consciousness. I'm sure the universe is full of intelligent life. It's just been too intelligent to come here. Never compete with someone who has nothing to lose. We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. If a thing is worth doing, it is worth doing badly. No, that is the great fallacy, the wisdom of old men. They do not grow wise. They grow careful. You can't dwell on what might have been done, and it's not fair to condemn him for something he hasn't done. What is to be, will be, and no prayers of ours can arrest the decree. We travel, some of us forever, to seek other states, other lives, other souls. A star is not honored for its size, but for its light. In the face of adversity, we have a choice. We can be bitter, or we can be better. Those words are my North Star. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. A lifetime spent merely enduring your body squanders your power and forfeits your capacity for contentment. No man is crushed by misfortune unless he has first been deceived by prosperity. Do the hard jobs first. The easy jobs will take care of themselves. Humanity must forgive humanity, for only then can we be humane. We hunt the flame, the light in the darkness, the good this world deserves. If you have not done things worthy of being written about, at least write things worthy of being read. Pagongtang Gangku, Tapi Jangon Turlila Arat, Karina Aku Injin Siring Dan Bukan Didgering. A kind gesture can reach a wound that only compassion can heal.